Well, the Roseville man convicted in the 2019 deaths of his wife and 3 children was sentenced at the Placer County Superior Court. ABC 10's Zach Fuentes was on scene and he's going to break it all down for us. Zach.
More than 2 years after this horrific tragedy, today there has finally been a conclusion with this sentencing. The prosecutor tells me that he feels justice has been served, yet still almost just as heartbreaking as this tragedy itself is the fact that there's no family here to represent the lives lost. Shankar Hangud pled guilty to the charges against him back in September. Wednesday, he was given the option to speak but chose not to before receiving 3 consecutive life sentences for the deaths of each of his children, with 2 years for helping his wife commit suicide. His public defender spoke to us about his motive.
He'd lost scores of jobs and was at the end of his financial rope.
That led to a sickening sequence of events in October of 2019.
He started with his wife. He convinced her to commit suicide, and he helped her commit suicide on October 7th. On October 8th, he convinced his 16-year-old daughter to hang herself, and he, in fact, helped her hang herself. And then the following day, on the 9th, he helped his son, his 13-year-old son, do the same thing.
After that, on the 13th, Hangud strangled his 21-year-old son with a rope. Hangud was supposed to have killed himself, telling his family he would meet them in the afterlife. He instead turned himself in on the 14th at a Mount Shasta Police Department, who later got in contact with Roseville police. 4 students who went to school with Hangud's 16-year-old daughter were in the courtroom, but no family members were there. Multiple law enforcement agencies tried to find family. Though one brother was found in Japan, they weren't able to establish strong contact with him or find any other family members.
There's no one really to carry on their legacy and their thoughts and their victim and their life for them.
The Placer County District Attorney's Office tells me that Hangud will be spending the rest of his life in a level 4 state prison facility.
Thank you for